Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. Happy Friday, everybody. It is August 14th, 2020. My name is Carlos Garcia. I'm the founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Uh, Happy Friday again. If you have not yet done so, bottom right-hand corner, like and subscribe our videos. Make sure to turn on to notifications as well. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You just click there and you can subscribe to our videos. We do this every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking markets, answering your questions, so on and so forth. Just a real quick heads up. Monday, I will do one more morning note, and then I will be off to vacation from Tuesday to Friday. Last time I tried to do a morning note on a slight getaway. The hotel had horrific Wi-Fi, so I'm not even going to try it. Tuesday to Thursday, I will not be here. I will be on vacation. My business partner is also on vacation. Some of my team will be on vacation the week after. So again, it's August time, so just giving the guys some well-deserved time off. So Tuesday through Friday, I will not be doing the morning note. I will be out for the week. Monday, I will, but just a heads up, Tuesday through Friday, no morning note. And then I will see you the next Monday talking markets again. So hope you don't miss me too much. But again, just give you the heads up. That's just wanted to tell you that ahead of time. But Monday I will be back for sure. This Monday there will be a morning note. Tuesday through Friday I will not do the morning note because I won't be here. I will not be in front of my screen. I will be on vacation just for a couple of days, and just rest and relaxation needed, and probably use some profits to have some fun, right? As much as fun as I can. Thank you so much, Cody. Well, appreciate that. Okay, so a couple things. Good morning, everybody, again. Dow futures down 107. Nasdaq is up 20 points. S&P 500 futures basically flat. Russell 2000 index down the most, 0.64%. Gets rotation back into tech. Like crude oil futures, 42 handle down 0.36%. Bitcoin up 2.2%. Ethereum, I saw that yesterday, is above 400. Uh, what's his name? Dave Portnoy was talking crypto yesterday with his guests. I think the Winklevoss twins. So there you go. That guy is that's that dude right there. Love him. Gold futures down 0.83%, 1954 an ounce. 2653 for silver futures, down 4.3%. Euro dollar for my forex people, flat 118.13. Dollar yen 106.58, down 35 pips. Dollar index 93.16, down 17 cents at 0.19% to the downside. So real quick, when I do this monologue, I'm going to start again, like I talked about the monologue. I talk about certain things, and 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100, they answer your questions before you even answer them, before you even ask them. So I usually do the monologue. I talk about what I see in the markets and moving forward. So I'm going to give you a quick lesson time for my viewers, quick lesson time, quick teaching moment. So yesterday, and I'm going to talk Tesla for a second, so just hear me out. I have some people who ask me, "Oh, why do you do the things that you do in regard to signals and what have you?" It's a formula that we do, the 40% rule. It's not a law. Not every trade I get is 40% or above. There's times where I've gotten used to, I've seen it 100%, 200%, 300%. Silver was 500%. Sometimes it's 45, sometimes it's 50, sometimes it's 60. It just depends. The 40% rule is just a kind of a measuring stick for people so they don't get too greedy. But sometimes you get those gap ups, you get hit. Another piece of advice or lesson is that why do we hold trades? Well, again, guys, you have to hold things. If this was a fair and efficient market, or I don't hate to say the word fair, but an efficient market, like let's say 12 years ago, fine, I can understand. But now everything's based on headlines. Everything is headlines. It's algorithmic driven. So I can give you two antidotes that's happened to me where I've closed too early and one recently. So hear me out. FedEx, I had some FedEx calls that were some unusual options activity. We signaled it. We were down, I believe, as much as down 55%. And the heat was on. We're like, oh my God, it's down 55. The chart doesn't look terrific. So we held. We finally got to break even. Great, right? You would say to yourself, oh, I made my money back. Great, right? Bad. UPS reported that same day, the next day, UPS soared 4%. And those calls would have made 150% and beyond. And it kept going. And if you think I'm wrong, take a look at FedEx. You want to know which calls we had? I believe we had the 170s. It's at 203 now. So even if you exercise those options, sometimes holding, guys, patience is the key. That's why I always preach position size. Never put a position size that you're not comfortable losing. 100%. You're not comfortable losing. If that's $500, $200, $100, $300, whatever. I'm telling you, that FedEx will haunt me. Square, it was a student play. and I believe it was the 120s, and we got it to the low of 117. It's back in July, and we started going up. We were down about 60, 50%, I believe. And then I was just like, oh God, stupid Square. And it likes to do that to me. And I had the 120s, I believe. It started moving and I got 20% and I got out. I was happy. The signals got it. Signals held. I did not. I was like, nervous. And I wasn't too heavy at all. I was just happy to make my money back, right? That mentality of like, oh, I'm just gonna make my money back. Guess what? It soared. It soared as high as 128. And you could have made bags on that one. And of course, I closed too soon. I left the party too early. I only made 20%. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I'm satisfied, but I could have made a lot more. Sure, the greed is there, true. But again, this is why we hold the last piece, and I'm gonna actually show you with proof. Proof. So here, look at this. This is my brokerage statement. I'm gonna show you right here. Tesla. You see this Tesla right here? Right there, the 1700 calls. I opened them yesterday. Now, this was a little above my risk range, but again, I was playing with profit and I said, you know what? I think it's going to break out, right? Well, yesterday, you can see here, down $1,800. I lost 80% in one day on it. And I said, okay, the 1700s, enough. I don't know, I'll just close it here. Of course, me didn't think, even I still keep going and I still progress. Right there, 79%, right? You see it, black and white, can't fake that. Look at Tesla today. I had the 1700s. The level that I was looking for the breakout, it hit overnight with an upgrade from Bank of America. Tesla upgraded bank. Tesla was upgraded by Bank of America today. If I would have held the 1700s, if I would have just waited a couple of more hours, I would have made profit. Probably. Again, we don't know. Maybe it tanks afterwards. But what would I be willing to risk that little bit of money I had? I think it was like $200 left on the $300 left on the actual option for those kind of upgrades. And those upgrades, there is no heads up. It just happens. These headlines happen. I fucked up, and I'm using the word fucked up on that one. I should have held that. I should have held that. Now another one too, and then this is where I messed up too. So you saw Tesla, it's right there, black and white. If I would have just held those 1700s, watch them soar today, because me being dumb and me being emotional. And again, I'm a human being. We all are. The next one, Visa, was a call I did with students. It broke out with nice volume. It got to 37%, and yet I was answering an email and I forgot to send it out. It started falling right after it hit 37%. I went to 30 to 20, and of course, my 40%, I'm like, oh, we'll get to 40. Goes red to 20% negative, comes back to 20% profit. But I was still with that 40%, right? In my head, I could have closed it. I closed it for 80% loss. That's another thing. That's what you get with regards to experience. Again, me being dumb, me trying to make back my $100 as an example on the blackjack table, spending $100 to win back my 20. That was dumb. I should have just, when you tap that 37% level, don't split hairs. You see 37%, feel free to take it. Feel free to take it. Me, 3% would have made a difference. I lose 80% on the trade. It happens, guys. It happens. That's the only thing there. So again, anything is possible, sure. But again, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Do I beat myself up? No, I don't. Because listen, I'm red for the week so far. I'm down $116. Most of it was the Tesla trade and the Visa trade, which was not a signal. That was just me on my own. But again, you could see my trades for August 1st. Since August 1st, guys, I'm up $7,000 in just 14 days. This is me trading. Since July 1st, up 11,000. Now, January and was it January and February? I mean, I think it was May that I kind of screwed up a lot, and I'm only up 2 grand for the year. Granted, but I made up a lot of that back. I was down as much as 10 grand on the port. So this is my personal money, again, personal here, and you can see since July made that up and more, 11,000 there, and August so far I'm up 7,400. So to my head, me thinking the risk reward factor of that Tesla play, I could do that. I didn't signal that. I did that because knowing that, you know what? I can live with that kind of risk because I'm playing with house money, I'm playing with profits. So I'm okay with that. And again, that's just one portfolio. I have two other ones that I do. Two of them that are one of them are managed by Nick, and the other one's managed by Nick. So I have other portfolios going, and I also have a retirement account that is just I don't trade in it. But yeah, so and I have another account that I have SpyG that I buy every single week, every Friday. Today is SpyG day. I tell that to my investment club. It's time to buy our weekly SpyG stock. And if you guys want to see it, I'll be more than happy to show you guys. Let's go ahead and do that. I buy it every single week without fail. Now, this is the power of compounding interest. Funny enough, Ally Bank emailed me yesterday saying they're lowering my savings account, just the regular savings account, online savings, to 0.8% yield. It used to be when I got in 2%. And then I said, I'm not going to get low yields forever. Forget that. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the brokerage account. And there we go. And will show you the gains on that. Again, this is straight buying every week. I buy $300 every week of SPY-G. That's it. SPY-G is my S&P 500 growth ETF. Very low expense ratio because it's an index fund. And I'll show you right here. You could see here my holdings. Again, I know the account number is there, whatever. Feel free to deposit if you want. But yeah, so you could see there's only like $20 left, obviously, just in cash. But again, 6,800 bucks in there. I buy every week. I don't think I could. Let me see if I can find my. Here is up about 14%, and this is just buying it every week, guys. So you don't have to make stock investing difficult. Again, it's very simple. The power of compounding. Put $100 a week, $100 a month, $200 a month, whatever that works for you. $300 a week works for me. I have multiple businesses. I have an Amazon store. I have the Signal service. I do my trading too. I have other stuff. My other investments. I have dividends. Again, I have other stuff that I do personally, and I also have my real estate investing. So again, SpyG to me, that's kind of like my vehicle where I like to save in there, and I just do it that way. So I don't know how I could see exactly how much. How do I get the exact tax lots? SpyG. I'm gonna see. Oh yes, here you go. You could see every week 7, 6, 8 shares, 7, 6, 8, whatever $300 buys, I buy that much. So again, you can see sometimes it's 6 shares, sometimes it's 7 shares, and I just been doing it now. I believe since April 27th, when I first initially started with about $1,100, and I just grew that. I grew that, and I made about so far profit $884 in profit. Is that way better than a savings account? You damn right it is. So I'm keeping doing it forever. I love it, and that's just a little piece of advice I'm doing. So regarding the monologue, I don't want to keep going. I don't want to bore you guys to death. When it comes to these trades, guys, you got to understand you got to give it room to run. And I understand that you want stuff quickly. You got to have some patience too. Losing trades happen, yes. I do have some Apple and I have some Facebook. More than likely, it'll probably be a loss, and I'll take it. I'll eat it since we're still kind of green for the month, or very green for the month, very green for the past to 8 weeks. We've had a great run. But I even said this before: keep the risk low. Don't get cute. I said that, and a lot of people didn't do that. So again, losses happen, guys. It's a part of nature. It's a part of life in regards to trading. Anyone who tells you they're perfect trading is lying to you. I've showed you literally my brokerage statement. It happens. So don't beat yourself up if you had a rough week. It was a kind of a choppy one, and we're gonna go over why it's a choppy one here. So I just wanted to go over that with you. Okay, so ES, E-mini futures. So I want to give some context on E-mini futures. Now, of course, I have some SPY calls. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's see if maybe we get some kind of headline here. But again, I have the 340 calls on SPY. But again, if you're playing the 340 calls at SPY at home, ES is 3,400 that needs to hit. 3383 is my level. Now, it has been just tapping resistance, 3380, and then just rejects. Now, what does that tell you? It tells me that that is bullish. Now, you could call it whatever you want personally, but I'm telling you, that's bullish to me. Why? Last time we had this kind of level, and it tends to be this kind of round numbers for some reason. 3,100, I remember very vividly. This is back in June, where we knocked on the door about 5 days, and we rejected, and then we finally broke out 2 weeks later. We did. We broke out 2 weeks later. You could see it right here in the middle. That was the May 3,100 kind of ceiling, 3,135. The next time we had that was April. I remember this very vividly. 2,900 was that tough nut to crack. It just couldn't break. And we had a triple top. One, two, three. And then we finally broke out in May. So it took about 3 weeks in April, 2.5 weeks in April to finally get that breakout. So if we range here a little bit, that's fine. But I'm telling you, this is my opinion. And we've been saying it since 2,300. We're still bullish. 3,400 is going to come. I may have been late, kind of like the Michael Burry. I may have been late, but I'm not late. I'm not wrong, right? So again, it doesn't really matter right or wrong. Just make money. But again, keep an eye on SPY and E-minis. You might get another leg up. Just a heads up. And again, patience is key. I've said it before. And there you go. I've showed you exactly even my mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not a god. Just give you a heads up. I wanted to show you that personally, that even I made mistakes on FedEx, on Square, on Tesla yesterday. I had the breakout that I wanted, and of course I closed too soon. And watch it go to 1700 today, and then I'm just gonna feel like crap. But might not feel like crap, but I'm gonna feel dumb. But either way. All right, answer some questions here. Sorry about that. Anything's possible. Good morning. It's a Friday. Yes, sir, it is. Thoughts on Tesla? Tesla is a breakout. I like Tesla here. It's very expensive. Do not buy Tesla on a Friday. It's juice for the next week. Wait till Monday. See how we do. Nice price upgraded from Bank of America. They were very bullish for a while. So their analyst or their sell side analyst was finally bullish, finally. So I still think 1716 is going to break. I actually bought one more share of Tesla this week. So I'm still riding that train. If I buy a contract, would you suggest letting go today or hold till next week that it decay? It depends on what your contract you're talking about. Thoughts on Tesla? Just answered. So you think 1700 will break today? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know if it'll break 1700 today. I don't think so. I don't think so. But anything is possible, sure. In order to break 1700, you better get to 1650 first. It happens. Yep, true. It does happen. Thoughts on Nvidia today? Oh, Nvidia, I love that stock. One of my favorites. I own it. Nvidia is kind of treading water here. You could see 460, and we do need to break the 460 to the upside. I see Nasdaq is slightly green. Keep in mind, guys, this week's volume has been extremely low in comparison to other S&P 500 weeks. So maybe just wait on Nvidia till next week. Disney 135 calls broken down? No, absolutely not. I like Disney. Absolutely love it. It's at 129.90. You're saying about the 100-day moving average. But again, I'm still rocking with it. And I still think that we're going to get that level to the break to the upside. We just need to fill this gap here of 131.03. Again, if you start breaking the 3,400 on S&P, Disney is a part of the Dow. Disney is a part of the S&P as well. As you know, we should get that bounce to the upside. Right now, you're just getting treading water here. It's down 96 cents pre-market. Not the worst thing in the world. Why is NKLA breaking out? I really don't play that name, nor do I care. I tried to play the breakout and I lost on it anyways. Learn from my mistakes. If you wanted to play this name, you need to get above 50. And I don't know any reason why it's up, to be honest with you. Thoughts on Space Calls 1950s for next week? Funny enough, Pete Najarian or John Najarian was talking about that on the halftime report regarding space, and I think they're in it. It's unusual options activity. So I did see that. Space, personally, I have this thing called the Gulag, the shit list, that there are a couple of names that I'm going to take a break from trading them. Space is one of them. I'm tired of the price action. I own the stock, but I hate trading the option right now. So is Roku. So is mRNA. So is Beyond. Those are like my main four, and Netflix. Those are the names I'm like, I don't want anything to do with them. I'm not trading them anymore because their price action is just weird. There's so many other opportunities, but when it comes to space, I'm not trading it. I don't care what it does. But that's what I call the gulag for my COD players. Hey Carlos, can I put up that blue line showing moving average on TradingView? I don't know how TradingView works. Some of my employees do, Nick and Kevin do, but when it comes to TradingView, I'm not sure, man. I'm sorry. You said that SpyG. Yes, SpyG, correct. Am I still in the 135 calls? Yes, I'm still in the 135 calls. Amazon looks ready to break out. Thoughts? Oh, I love Amazon. You know me. I love that stock, and I own it long term. You need to break 31, 32.13. You break that, you're going to the upside, and it is going to break out. How do you feel about the Apple 475 calls? I'm still in it. More likely, we're probably going to close it. Obviously, going to close it before expiry, but yeah, they're pretty much gone for the most part. We had a nice break here, a 464. We were looking for that breakout on Tuesday. We got rejected, and we just basically tread water, which kind of killed premiums. We were looking for more upgrades or some good headlines, maybe some preview regarding the 5G. Just didn't work out, and we'll just eat it. Why is it more beneficial to let an option expire the money instead of selling it back and recouping from investments? It's not that it's not beneficial, it's that you're cutting yourself off from potential. Things change. Look at Tesla. Let's say I just give you an example for Tesla. Tesla, I close it out, right? What if it jumps to it because of that upgrade, which it did? I mean, you don't know. So again, if you are that person that you just cannot handle red on your screen, and I get it, then close out whenever you want. I'm not changing the way I do things. Again, I want my options to roam. I want my options to have time. And if it goes 100% loss, I move on. That's okay. That's fine. I live with that. But at least I give my options my time. If you notice, we're very selective on what we trade. I don't trade more than 7 or 8 trades a week. And this week, I think we had 6, maybe 7, which is right on cue, right on average. It seems like stocks rally after a stock split for a good reason, of course. Would it make sense to just buy calls after a stock split announcement? No. Just because it happens twice doesn't mean it happens all the time. And first of all, we don't know what other stock splits have happened. The last stock split that I know that happened before that was USO, and that's oil ETF. And you saw what happened there. So no, I wouldn't just buy options based on splits. Bullish, gold bullish or bearish rest of 2020. I am bullish on gold. You see everything sideways until ES breaks until 833.83. Yes, for right now, it depends. There's maybe some pockets up here and there of what may be moving based on maybe price upgrades or some sector movement. But other than that, 33.83 needs to happen. DKNG, I own the stock. I think Penn got price upgraded. Looks like it just fell pre-market $2. I don't know the news on that, what happened there. But yeah, I still own DKNG. I went very light on that. It's one of my bigger losers in my portfolio. BABA's breakout level. BABA breakout level. BABA, there's a gap to fill very, very close here at 265. Maybe if you break 258.90, that could be interesting. I believe they report today or tomorrow. I think it's today. Maybe I haven't seen that yet, but yes, or they have reported. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I'm confused. Or that was Baidu, excuse me. 258.90 needs to break on BABA. Then you could fill this gap here to 264. Let's see if we get it. Thoughts on AMD? AMD, I actually got into calls myself personally. I don't recommend that anyone else get into it. Again, it was just me that I did it. I like that play above the 800. I was playing that 84 rise, so I personally got in. I've read on it, but it's for next week. I still like AMD to the upside. I think it does break 84 and continues around 86, 87. But right now it's just treading water. This low volume kind of kills it. That's why I haven't opened anything new for signals. For AMD, again, that's something that I did personally. If you wanted to get in, wait for that 84 break before you do anything. So I'm red. Listen, let me take the loss first, right? Personally, and then you could you could get the profit. I'm cool with that. Uh, PayPal for calls. PayPal looks really good. I think Nigerian was talking about that too. Some upside calls. I'm seeing this upward this ascending triangle. If you do want to play it, I would say 120, 196.26, right above the 100 should be nice. Last time I played PayPal was for earnings, cashed out very nicely. 196.27 breaks, you could revisit that 200 level. So let's just wait on that first. But I like PayPal too. Thoughts on Shop? Shop is a pricey price tag, $1,000. I am interested in I'm actually buying some here, but I'm gonna wait for 970 to break to the downside. We may get a little more. So 970 breaks. I said 900 first, but 970 I may just start my nibbling phase of Shop. Maybe buy a couple of shares there. Any pullback on the Nasdaq today or Monday? Well, Nasdaq is actually up pre-market, so I don't. They're seeing that rotation. Nasdaq may just stay green. Hold or sell Baidu. I don't know. You have to give me some context of what you have regarding Baidu. I don't know what you have. SLV, yep, SLV, I do have still, and I think we're gonna get that break 2661. It's on. And listen, we had a 50% retracement from that big downfall. So again, that's a really good sign. If we would have broke down below support, it would have been very ugly. We could have got down below 20. But again, we got that nice retracement back up. The dollar is still weak right here, top left-hand corner. So I still like silver. Should we hold SPY throughout the day? I want to see exactly the price action at the open. We don't know. So again, well, I'll let you know in the group. Thoughts on CHGG? I have no idea what that is. Chegg? I don't know anything about Chegg. I can just look at the chart. If you're telling me here, if you're looking at bullish run, you need to get to 81.62 before you do anything here. Uh, I don't know this name at all. I don't know what they do. So if you're talking about anything bullish to the upside, 81.62 is my 100-day moving average on it. If you want to take a look at that. I already jumped in on the 100 AMD calls, George. Look, good God. Facebook, same as Apple. Facebook, same as Apple. Yeah, we have them, and we'll see what we get. More than likely, we probably just have to get out of that thing, and then we'll move on. What do you think about RKT? RKT is, let me see here. RKT, I believe, is Rocket Mortgage. They just had an IPO. Oh, is it RKT or Rock 10? Is that the one? Are you talking about Rocket Mortgage or Rock 10? I don't know what this is. So either way, RTT, whatever. Looking at it here, I mean, I don't see anything to play here on the hourly. I don't even heard of this name. Is this Rocket Mortgage? What time frame do you use your charting 5-day hourly chart? Well, I use the hourly chart. It's 20 days, but the thing is that it's expanded, so you could see that here it's only shows 5 days, but it's 20 days in an hour. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome. What is BIGC? BIGC. I don't know what these names are. Big Commerce Holdings? I have no idea on the names. I don't know anything about them. I'm just gonna do the chart. Let me see if I can back out of this thing. I don't know why it's giving me such a big number. Why is it giving me 5 days when it's supposed to be 20? I think I kind of messed up the time frame. Either way, BIGC. I don't see anything here worth playing. I have no idea why my 1 hour chart is all screwy. Let me see if I can set the time frame. You have 20 days here. 1 hour. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Either way. But yeah, I don't see anything on BGC that's worth anything, to be honest with you. I don't get it. Maybe BGC is a new stock. That's probably what it is. Hey, do you have any guys from Office Group in Europe? I'm not sure if the time. Yes, we do have some in Europe. Absolutely. We have some students in Europe. What do you think about GUNG? I don't think I answered it. Give me a parlay. Oh yeah, we were talking about. It's funny. We were talking about football yesterday, and I do parlays like a sports book. And I'm the type of guy that does like $10 parlays for like 6 teams, and just have a little fun. I have to do it with the girlfriend, and she loves it. We'll probably do that for fun in our Discord with our students, just to have a little fun, talk a little football. That's what he's saying. Apple swing until the split. I love Apple long term. I'm not planning to sell anytime soon. BGC did IPO recently. Yeah, then I don't know anything about. Let's look at BA. That makes sense. BA here, you could see 173.77. I've been saying it before. I've been saying it again. It is a volatile name. If there's a name that has been definitely hit from the rotation, it's Boeing. Boeing got all the love from the rotation and all the hate from the rotation. Rotation into banks and tanks. I've told you about that. Banks and tanks, and out of it to tech. So there you go. What do you think about Zoom? All right, guys. I only got a couple minutes left. Zoom. Zoom, another one is volatile as hell, and I don't want to touch it. I don't want to play it. I would not recommend you tread that stock at all. Tesla got upgraded. Do you guys think of playing today? Not on a Friday. Not on a Friday. I would wait for next week. Unless we something to get something crazy. Do you know what TD Ameritrade works in Europe? It does not. You want to use interactive brokers in Europe. We have an option that's out of the money and a loss. Do you let it expire? Loss can your taxes. Tax questions are a completely different subject. I'm not a tax person. I'm not an accountant. But if you let it expire, it's just a loss. Not a big deal. GLD and SLV, yes, I'm still bullish. Thoughts on FedEx? FedEx has absolutely been on fire, and I don't want to trade it here. Again, obviously, I traded it once and I missed out on some profit. So let's see what happens. Maybe break 206, 04, 24. Maybe we'll talk. JPM, I own JPM long term. And right now it's been that banks again. How similar does this look to a Boeing chart? Again, the rotation, out of rotation. We talked about that. I played JPM, and like an idiot, I had the 105 calls. I closed that break even. I played Goldman instead, but Goldman was great. Goldman Sachs. Remember that was the morning note, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday, where we got that rotation. It was very nicely done. If you're seeing 20-day moving average, does that tap? If you are seeing a 20-day moving average, does the time frame have to be 20 days? No, the time frame doesn't matter. You can have a 20-day moving average on a 10-year chart. It doesn't matter. It just rolls in 20 days. FS Tax Service, IG for taxes. Yes, FS Tax Service is great. My buddy Fabian in California, he is great. He'll take good care of you guys. What is your favorite stock for a 1 to 2 month hold? For a 1 to 2 month hold, I don't know. I've never invested in a stock just for 1 to 2 months, but again, if you had to buy 1 to 2 month hold, I guess you need the money in 2 months. Man, I guess Apple, man. I'll stick with Apple on that one. It's unusual, or the longest time frame you would hold an option or put. 4 weeks. 4 weeks is. I actually have some January calls, so that's the longest I've had. So there you go. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope my monologue helped you with some lessons to understand that mistakes happen. That I understand you have to have patience in this game long term. And you saw my brokerage statement right there. That loss on Tesla. Been there, guys. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. We're human beings. But again, it just is what it is. I want you guys to understand when you're doing this that there's going to be bumps along the road. That's the progress. Strive for progress, not perfection. If you do that, I promise you'll succeed. But if you expect perfection in anything, you're not going to work. So again, any kind of mistake you make, a loss, take it as, a lesson. moving forward. When you have your trading journal, type it up, write it down. How'd you feel about this trade? If you make a mistake, that's fine. Tomorrow's another day, next week's another week, and then you move on. If you're the type of person that you treat this like a roulette table, and hey, I'm hit or miss binary, then no, that's not gonna work. Again, treat it like a business, you'll get paid like a business. If you treat this like a hobby, you get paid like a hobby, which is zero. Hope that helps, guys. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. GARCapitalFX.com. Make sure to click bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Subscribe and like our videos and turn on notifications. You never know when I'll do a video impromptu. You never know, right? I love doing them. Have a great one, guys. Talk to you guys soon.